Hey guys, I'm IzDaisho, and I'm here bringing you another gameplay commentary of Magic. Gameplay commentary? Man, I was just watching one of my old Black Ops videos, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 videos on my old channel, and I guess that's where I got gameplay commentary from, but yeah, this is not a gameplay commentary. Anyway, I did want to take a moment to talk about the new table, because I looked around the room that we play our Magic in, and I found this table which didn't look like it had any glare, and I think that it's just going to be a lot better to be able to use this table, because it was so annoying when you just couldn't even see the cards because they were all filled with the glare and stuff. So it's pretty good, I think. And here you're going to really see why I think Dead Reveler just got a lot worse as the format progressed. Originally, I think it was a really sweet card, and it was just one of the better cards, really, that you could cast. And once you cast it on turn 3, if you're on the play, then they're not doing anything about it until like turn 5, and then by then they've already taken 6 damage if they had a slow start or something like that. But now people are just running like 1/4s all the time, and 2/4s and 0/4s. So they run those cards very actively, and people just love walls in this format. And if you unleash a creature and they have a wall, then it just does nothing, and you're going to really be able to see how that's relevant, because he's just going to be able to attack in with his arrestor. So he arrested my guy on turn 3, and then on turn 4 he played an armory guard, which people weren't playing at the beginning. He swings in with the arrestor here. I'd be able to block if it wasn't an unleashed creature, but now it can't attack and it can't block. It just does nothing. So I think that originally Rakdos was really strong because of all the unleashed creatures, but once people start playing these walls, you really need another element to your deck. Instead of just having the aggressive Rakdos deck, you have to add things like Deviant Glee, or if you're lucky enough to get a Guild Mage, and that'll work. Dino Charge works, but you just need Pursuit of Flight also. You need these things to make your creatures bigger so that they can't just play a wall and just literally wall you off from attacking or blocking for the rest of the game with your unleashed creatures. But anyway, I do play a Golgari Longlegs here, and that's pretty good. But as you guys can probably see, in his hand, my opponent's got a Selesnya Charm, and he's just going to get rid of it. I mean, he doesn't want to play any tricks. He could like attack with his Armory Guard, see if I block, and then if I do, then he can just Selesnya Charm and kill it that way. He's just like, get out of my way, I'll kill you. And now I'm actually already down to 14, which is really not where I want to be, especially with no creatures on the board, essentially, since my Dead Reveler's useless. So that's pretty bad for me. I draw, I think, a Sewer Shambler here. I don't know. Nothing too relevant. I'm going to attack here, see what he does, and I think he ends up blocking with his Armory Guard, and then I'm just going to Giant Growth and kill it, get it out of the way, because I know that as long as that Armory Guard's there, my Dead Reveler's not going to be able to do anything, and it's not going to be good for me. Plus, I don't really have too much of a play here. I just play the Sewer Shambler and pass. Playing the Sewer Shambler here is actually pretty relevant, because if I can scavenge onto like my Dead Reveler or something like that, then it's actually going to be pretty strong and be able to get through any walls that he's going to play. Again, just the ability for your unleashed creatures to have 4 or 5 power is kind of extremely relevant, because if they don't have it, then you're in bad shape. But anyway, he plays a Centaur healer here, and I haven't even done any damage to him. This is the deck that has an Angel Serenity and an Armada Worm. He also had a Collective Blessing, and I mean, just that kind of deck is not the one that you want to get into the late game. And he's beating me in the life race here, rather than the other way around. So here I just slam a Rites of Reaping, killing the Centaur and making my Sewer Shambler bigger. And I really don't think that this was the best play at the moment, considering he didn't end up doing it, but the block that I think he had just intended to do to block this way previously, and that's why he did it. But what I thought he would do is just chump the Sewer Shambler with his Centaur's Herald and then sacrifice it to make a 3/3, but instead he wanted to just kill my Dead Reveler, and that's another reason why Splatter Thug is better than Dead Reveler. It's against double blocking. I mean, in this situation, he had no double blocks that could kill my Splatter Thug, but he was able to get rid of the Dead Reveler. But anyway, so I do get to swing in for 5 here, but now all I've got is the Sewer Shambler, and I don't really think that the card in hand is so relevant, but he swings in again, takes me down to 12, and that's not really great for me. Again, here I make a mistake by swinging in. He decides to block, and I'm like, all right, whatever, you got me, because I was hoping he just wouldn't block, but he ended up blocking, and now I can't even trade the Sewer Shambler for his Arrestor, and I'm just like, well, I need to save my creatures anyway, because there's no way I'm winning if I don't have a lot of creatures out. But like, he's not even, I mean, I'm losing the life total race. I can't just afford to do this. So now he swings in with the arrestor, and I don't even think about attacking. I don't think about the consequences of how I'm going to win this game just by trading 2 damage each turn. He's obviously just going to block here, and that's fine with me. And then he takes another 2 damage, and it's not doing anything for me. I'm losing the life total race, and he's still getting in for 2 every turn with his arrestor. So that's really bad shape for me. I drew a stab wound here, and I can't play it on either of his creatures to just deal damage to him. If I play it on the arrestor, he just dies, and if I play it on the Axeman Guardian, he also dies, since I attacked with my Golgari Decoy this turn, so he had to block. So that was just a really bad mistake too. I'm not playing this game correctly. I think I'm probably on tilt from the last game where he played Armada Worm into Angel Serenity, but it's still no excuse. I mean, that's just something that I need to change in my gameplay so that I can get better. I need to assess a situation all the time. I need to remember to always assess the situation, and I need to do it with an open mind, and not say, well, he's just going to play an Angel Serenity and then I'm going to lose, so I have to do this and this and this. You just have to be smart about it. And so if I had traded 2 turns ago, he would not have an Azurius Arrestor, and I'd be at 12, and I'd just be in so much better shape here. If I'm at 12, then that means that I can take 4 hits from the Angel Serenity once I stab wound it, and now that I have the Gerard, there's actually a possibility that maybe I can kill him before he does it. So play this Gerard here, play a land, and then stab wound his Angel Serenity. So now he's going to start taking some damage. If I can draw well enough, then I can draw some creatures, which I can sacrifice. If I can draw a Scavenge creature, then I can sacrifice the Scavenge creature onto him. So anyway, he ends up just playing an Axeman Guardian here. He can't attack with his Azurius Arrestor, but he can attack with the Angel Serenity. And man, I mean, just this game would have just been a completely different game if I had just traded the Golgari Decoy or the Sewer Shambler with his Azurius Arrestor back when I had the opportunity to. That 4 life just made so much of a difference. And even just playing the Dead Reveler ununleashed in this matchup is probably right, since I know he's playing stuff like Armory Guard. I know that he can just trade for it eventually. It just doesn't seem like the smart play. So I end up drawing a Drudge Beetle here, and for some reason, again, I'm just making mistake after mistake. Not only did I tap in correctly, which doesn't really matter since I've got no cards in hand, but I just play that first main and then attack, and he ends up taking it, which confused me a bit. Because the only way he's losing this game is if I end up killing him with damage, but and then he just ends up drawing the Azurius Justiciar here, so that would have killed me no matter what. But there is the situation that if I hadn't made those mistakes, then it could have been a real game. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this game anyway, and have a wonderful day. Bye guys.